Welcome to the Maracanã and the closing ceremony for the Rio 2016 Paralympic Games. A spectacular show which taps into the sound of Brazil. It's not far away, and we'll be celebrating all that's been achieved in these 2016 Games that have been so warmly embraced by the people of Brazil. And we'll do it through the many styles of music popular in this country. We'll go from samba to rock and pop to baio and bossa nova to funk, because music in Brazil has got such tremendous power and meaning. We hope you'll be inspired by those who can play an instrument but cannot hear, and those who can dance but cannot see, and those who express themselves through stories of transformation. We've got a great evening in Rio. It's mild, it's very still. We're hoping for good weather for the next few hours to remain. And the creative team behind the ceremony want to echo the achievements of the athletes through the performances of the musicians and the dancers. They've got plenty to work with following a festival of sport that's held the attention of the world.
It certainly has. Rio has delivered a truly remarkable Paralympic Games. 154 nations, 4,500 athletes, a record 22 sporting codes, and record crowds. Only London have surpassed these Games. 2.2 million spectators came through the gates after what was felt would be a small turnout, but a concerted publicity drive, affordable pricing and a flood of ticket sales. And it made the Games accessible to all. Families came in their droves. It really lent a wonderful carnival atmosphere and a vibrant, colourful scene at all the venues around the Paralympic venues, showcasing the people of Rio. Warm, generous they were, and it certainly played into the philosophy of the Paralympic movement of inclusion and education for all, as they got to experience the Paralympic Games here.
So you're seeing the Maracanã from outside. Inside, the athletes are gathering. A very different procedure really for the closing ceremony, with the athletes seated inside the stadium even before it kicks off, and not long into the ceremony, the flag bearers for each of the nations here will join them. And we do have a really good show to bring you. We've had a bit of a taster. We've had a chance to see through rehearsal what we're in for, and there's going to be a handover, of course, to Tokyo, who will host the next Paralympics and Olympics, and that is really something to look forward to.
And it's been a true celebration. This has and really plenty to celebrate. Records, so many records across all the venues, across all the sports throughout. So really plenty to celebrate for those who were lucky enough to be at the venues, and of course all the athletes, the thousands of athletes who've taken the sports they've been in to a whole new level. Every Paralympic Games, the level moves to a different stratosphere, and this really has been something extraordinary. I think everyone who's been part of it can bear witness to that. The quality of the competition, the tenacity and the aggression that was shown on the venues was coupled with the camaraderie shown once the competitions were over. It was wonderful to bear witness to.
It was and is, and I think that's what sets Paralympic sport apart to some degree, is that the joy of competition and the camaraderie and the journey that many of these athletes have been on that somehow unites them, and there's this respect and joy of competition that is lovely to see, and there's a connection to a purity of sport that is wonderful to behold and to know is still there in the Paralympic movement, which is growing very quickly. And as you say, the standard of competition is growing, and the funding of Paralympic programs is getting stronger and stronger. And the outcome of this is that we've had fantastic highlights. We're going to show you some of them now. 11 days of competition have been just marvellous to watch.
Paralympians will switch your focus from perceived limitations to a world full of possibility and endless opportunity.
Please please welcome the athletes of the world for the Rio 2016 Paralympic Games.
Has been brilliant all day.
Oh, the crowd love that. Good hang time from De Oliveira. Constantinidis not only with a throw good enough to win the gold medal, but a world record as well.
Sarah Story, female British Paralympian of all time.
New Paralympic record. She's the Paralympic champion.
Jason Smith has done it again. More history for Ireland.
Zhu Jing in spectacular fashion.
He's got a 13.94.
Oh, so, it's all over in a second. That was absolutely amazing.
What a moment for Sasha Kindred.
And he's gone from disqualified to world record.
Yes! World record for Labiato!
Al Hussein goes in 7, swimming under the Paralympic flag.
pressure's moving up, and Kadina Cox has done it! Gold in cycling, gold in athletics at the same Paralympic Games, and it's a new world record for Kadina Cox.
It's Brazil again in the final.
Im from Singapore has had a fantastic swim, so now she's gone the gold in double.
Golds in 4 Paralympic Games, and they claim the gold, and congratulations to them. There has been no better team here on overall performance. The USA, Mike, superb stuff.
Brazil's gold medal again, and there's no doubting that the best team has won the gold medal.
It's the USA who have taken gold by 3 sets to nothing.
And he'll get the gold medal too.
Some absolutely amazing performances across these games, in front of the cameras and behind as well. I want to thank our production team working so hard to produce those highlights. But gee, they had something to work with, didn't they?
Didn't they just? An extraordinary encapsulation of what these these 11 days have been about. 529 gold medals over the games. In fact, in total, just over 1,500 medals handed out to 76 nations. 60 nations won gold medals, many of them but some just the solitary bronze medal, if you like, and just all of them out here celebrating what has been a truly magnificent games. It really, I think, encapsulated everything that is good about the Paralympic movement. We saw great competition, and as we made the point a little bit earlier, the camaraderie shown around the field of play and after the competition, I think just really does show what this movement is all about.
So the athletes have all gathered. We've got a good crowd in the Madakanā, and we're looking forward to a great show to bring you in less than 10 minutes from now. We saw throughout these games that wonderful connection between Paralympic sport and technology. It's been shown to brilliant effect here. Faster wheelchairs, better blades, cleverer prosthetics, and it's allowed the athletes to perform at new levels. We saw that relationship shown in the opening ceremony with Amy Purdy's performance, and it was quite poignant and appropriate that we made that connection early, because it was there right through the competition.
It certainly was, and the technology came through in the equipment used by these athletes across virtually every sporting code. It is being developed as fast as the athletes are developing, and I think it can be shown in the number of world records we saw. 209 world records across all the sports, so there's a quantum leap in terms of standard and quality, and much has to do with the technology, but I think so much more has to do with the deep commitment and value these athletes place on striving to attain their best at these games, and they've certainly done that. All the athletes on the field of play here, time to relax and celebrate their week or their 11 days. It's been a stressful time for a lot of them, I'm sure.
They've put a lot of preparation in, a lot of hard work. Families have stood behind them and around them to encourage them. Nobody gets to this level without it being some kind of team effort. We know that to be an elite athlete, there are a lot of people who have to help you get there, and it often starts at a very young age. There were records broken everywhere, not just because of the performances of the athletes, but the quality of the venues. It was my great pleasure to be at the track and field for some days, and that is a quick track. And saying it was another record broken, we sounded like it was a broken record. There were that many going, but it's a combination of the great facilities and the new level that they're reaching in training and support.
Yes, I think that leads us to the legacy that these games will leave. Certainly in the bricks and mortar and the venues that have been constructed around the great city of Rio, and also the peripheral, the logistics, the transport systems that have been set up. I mean, the Paralympics has transformed cities. I think Barcelona in the past is perhaps the greatest example of how cities transformed following a Paralympics, and Rio will no doubt take that with them and drive it forward. This, I'm sure, will be the start of what the transformation, what they need to do, and they've certainly done a great job for these Paralympics.
We do have a sad note to bring you, and you may have noticed during the highlights package that the team from Iran was acknowledging Bahman Golbanazed, the cyclist who, after a crash yesterday, passed away, and a very sad moment for the games, and it will be acknowledged more fully in the closing ceremony, and where our thoughts go out to his family. In the Brazilian tradition, though, the games cannot truly be over unless they've been fully and boisterously celebrated, and that's what we're going to see this evening. Brazilian music, Brazilian culture, a thank you from them, and the diversity of the Brazilian nation is really relevant to the diversity that we're trying to embrace in the Paralympic movement. We see there the wonderful cauldron that's been a feature of the games. Anthony Howe's cauldron that, when it's moving, it's quite dynamic, and it's hard to get your head around the dimensions of it. Meanwhile, the athletes are waiting with great anticipation the start of the end.
I think what we did see at the various venues, you were, as you said, at the track and field venue, the Olympic Stadium, was an incredible support of the games, and much credit must go to the Rio Olympic Organizing Committee, to the International Paralympic Committee for deciding to make it so accessible to the people of Rio, so much so that we had over 2.2 million people come to the venues, and massive audiences around the world. And I think a Paralympic Games has been seen by more people around the world. 154 nations were able to tune in and watch the feats of these incredible athletes, showing that everything is possible, and there is only opportunity here in this incredible cauldron that is the Maracanã Stadium. These athletes here are all evidence of that there is opportunity and possibility in life, no matter which way you look at it.
One of the aspects of these big sports festivals that really defines their success is the quality and generosity of the volunteers, and really in the last few major games, I think picking out Sydney and London and now Brazil in particular, is the importance that the volunteers have in making the games a success. They here in Brazil have been so friendly, always looking to give you assistance, always ready with a smile, and they too will be acknowledged tonight. I remember a story in Sochi where one of the young volunteers, as I was leaving a venue one night, said, "How is it going for you?" I said, "It's very, very good, thank you, and you've been terrific." His chest went out and he said, "It is our job to set the tone of the games, the mood of the games," and he said he felt that was his assignment, to make everybody feel that they were welcome in Sochi, and we were. And the volunteers have got such a key role.
Absolutely, we come into contact with them both as spectators and people working, and the athletes come into contact with them on a daily basis, and they set the tone in a way for how your Paralympic Games experience is going to be. And if it's a smiling face, a little assistance, and many were speaking the languages of the athletes, and were able to guide them and to direct us all into the various venues and the areas we needed to go, and all with just incredible spirit and energy they needed. This is by no means a small task. It's a massive sporting event, one of the biggest global sporting events, and it goes deep into the heart of all these volunteers, the commitment, and in a way tonight there'll be a lot of them in this venue here, I'm sure. Opportunity to just kick back and relax and celebrate together with the athletes who've had plenty of work as well out in preparing and competing around the venues.
So less than 2 minutes away from the start of the closing ceremony proper. The athletes have gathered quite early. Poland arrived first and immediately took up the best position closest to the stage. So they're in pole position, if you like, and they've been joined by several thousand others. And it'll be a nice old party, and we hope that you'll enjoy it.
The nation's flag bearers will come through into the stadium, each nation having nominated or elected or voted for a flag bearer to carry the flag. An immensely proud moment for all of them into the stadium. On behalf of their fellow athletes and indeed their nation, they'll come through the middle of the venue and then spread out around the field of play and the area the athletes are. The Maracanã Stadium, it's seen many great sporting occasions over the years, and this is yet another wonderful cultural sporting celebration.
So around 30 seconds to go until the start of the closing ceremony. It'll be joyous, it'll be colourful, it'll be a lot of fun, and it's going to be fun to watch the athletes having fun after the great 11 days of competition in and around Rio, which has been just a super host city for 2016. Stand by. It is the drummers and percussionists of Maestro Batman who strike the first blows of the closing ceremony for the Rio 2016 Paralympic Games.
Como a pessoa que não ouve vai entender a música. Foi o que me perguntaram. E até pensaram que a minha ideia era maluca. Mas já tem 6 anos que pessoas que não ouvem estão batucando. E muito. Com ritmo, emoção e alegria. Porque o mundo precisa das ideias malucas. De romper os limites. Para ser de verdade para todo mundo.
Chegou a hora de unirmos nossas diferenças e somarmos o que há de melhor dentro da gente. Porque hoje, em qualquer lugar do mundo, somos a batida de um só coração. 9, 8.
Gabby Amarantos leading into the countdown.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the closing ceremony of the Rio 2016 Paralympic Games.
Boa noite, senhoras e senhores. Sejam bem-vindos à cerimônia de encerramento dos Jogos Paralímpicos Rio 2016.
Are you ready to say goodbye in style?
Vocês estão prontos para dar adeus em grande estilo?
Are you ready to celebrate?
Estão prontos para comemorar? Boa galera, vamos nessa.
Good guys, here we go.
Aberdeenio, one of the most creative and respected guitarists in the world, especially adept at the by-hand guitar, and is associated with the Brazilian carnival music.
Andreas Kisser is the heavy metal guru of Brazil in the current lineup of Sepultura, a band that started in 1984.
Jonathan Bastos, born without arms, and his love of music led him to learn to play the guitar with his feet.
The 16 wheelchair performers gathered specially for this ceremony. Some are professional ballet dancers, some are amateur performers, and some just beginners.
Spectacular stuff. 3 styles of guitar, setting the tone for a glorious musical night.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the President of the International Paralympic Committee, Sir Philip Craven.
Senhoras e senhores, por favor, deem as boas-vindas ao presidente do Comitê Paralímpico Internacional, Sir Philip Craven.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Brazilian flag.
Senhoras e senhores, a bandeira do Brasil.
Well, this is an invitation to look at the night sky. And that night sky is depicted in the national flag of Brazil. "27 stars represent the nation's states and one for the federal state. The national motto, Ordem e Progresso, order and progress, inscribed across the middle.
"51 of the nations represented here have at least one star on the flag of their country. It seems stars have always been a source of fascination and inspiration to humankind.
Well, the stars are out here in the Maracanã tonight, that's for sure. The flag is carried by firefighters from the Brigade of the 3rd Gruppamento Marittimo from Copacabana. They work in conjunction with the Progetto Praia para Todos to give wheelchair users access to the beach.
I think over the last 2 months, this has become one of the most recognised flags in the world, if it wasn't before. The blue circle at the centre of the Brazilian flag represents the night sky. The green is a reference to the country's woods, and the yellow to its wealth.
And the stars are positioned on the flag to reflect the night sky over Rio on November the 15th, 1889.
Soon we're going to hear from Saulo Laucas, born totally blind, diagnosed with autism at the age of 3, but music has transformed his life. He's a tenor and a pianist.
And he will sing the Brazilian anthem, composed by Francisco Manuel da Silva.
Ladies and gentlemen, the national anthem of Brazil, interpreted by Saulo Laucas. Senhoras e senhores, o hino nacional do Brasil, interpretado por Saulo Laucas.
Ouviram do Ipiranga as margens plácidas de povo heróico brado retumbante, e o sol da liberdade em raios até agradece. Se em teu formoso céu risonho e límpido a imagem do cruzeiro resplandece, gigante pela própria natureza, és belo, és forte, impávido colosso, e o teu futuro espelha essa grandeza, terra dourada, entre outras mil és o Brasil, ó pátria amada, dos filhos deste solo és mãe gentil, pátria amada, Brasil.
Well, the Brazilian anthem was heard 14 times through the games, with 14
Ladies
gold
and
medals.
gentlemen, please welcome the flags of the delegations of the Rio 2016 Paralympic Games.
Senhoras e senhores, por favor, deem as boas-vindas às bandeiras das delegações dos Jogos Paralímpicos Rio 2016.
With the athletes already gathered inside the stadium, it's just the flag bearers will be coming in. 161 nations.
Carrying the flag for South Africa there, Fani Vandenberg in his last Paralympic Games, a multiple medalist, and one of the stars of a 44-person team here at the Paralympic Games.
The nations are going to come in quite quickly. We won't have a chance to talk about the achievements of all 161 nations, but we will take pleasure in telling you about some of the stories as they unfold. On the last day of competition, Australia picked up their last medals, gold in the wheelchair rugby and a double overtime victory.
Well, the independent Paralympic athlete team comprising two members, Ibrahim Al Hussein and Shahrad Nasjapur. Those two members, they lead the flags in, and carried by Shahrad Nasjapur, an Iranian discus thrower. Ibrahim Al Hussein, a refugee currently living in Greece, learned to swim in the Euphrates.
The athletes eagerly awaiting the movement of their flag past them down the central corridor, if you like.
Some teams comprising just one, maybe two members, others over the 100 mark.
Curtis McGrath, canoe gold medalist, injured in Afghanistan, carrying the flag proudly for his nation, Australia.
A glimpse there of Austria's flag bearer Pepo Puig, their only gold medalist in the equestrian discipline. Nations won gold medals here at the Paralympic Games. And every single athlete would have put all effort into this 11 days. Belgium there, Peter Jenin, 2 gold medals. The 100 and 400 meters T51. He said that he'd been invited to the palace by King Philippe of Belgium. And when asked how walking into the, or coming into the Maracanã carrying the flag, or going to the Royal Palace, how they compared, he said, well, been there, done that, been to the palace. So this is rather special. But he had a glint in his eye. He will be having lunch with King Philippe at some stage, because he's a double gold medalist. Many of these nations would have nominated their flag bearer based on how they may have performed through the games. Others would have held a vote to choose a flag bearer.
For the Republic of Korea, Lee Hwa-suk, an archer, and Korea hosting the next Winter Games, less than 18 months away in Pyeongchang.
Caught a glimpse of Ireland's flag bearer, Nicole Turner, a 14-year-old who swam in 6 events in the S6 in the swimming pool. Of course, they had Michael McKillop winning a 4th gold medal in his 3rd Paralympic Games. Jason Smith also adding to his collection of gold medals at the track. Deeply emotional times for all these athletes.
Josh Brunel of the USA.
US Army veteran Josh Brunel, part of their team. He saved 14 soldiers in a helicopter crash. He was chosen by a vote. They had some great athletes, of course, Tatiana McFadden adding to her collection of golds. Yeah, multiple swimming medalists, Rebecca Myers and Cohen McKenzie as well, 3 golds and a silver each in the pool. Cuba enjoyed a remarkable games as well, 11 medals, 8 gold medals, 3 for Amara Durant in the T12 categories, 1, 2 and 400 in the sprints, and 3 world records as well.
Caught a glimpse of the Finnish flag there. The flag bearer is Henry Mani from track and field. Some of the flag bearers in closing ceremonies have been known to misbehave or turn up in rather strange clothing. We'll see if that becomes the case. The flag of Iran is draped with a black ribbon to remember the Iranian cyclist Bahman Golbanazad, who died after a crash in competition yesterday morning in the men's C4, C5 race. And all around the host city, his passing has been acknowledged, marks of respect, many flags at half-mast. Very sad moment for the Paralympic movement.
Might catch repeated glimpses of flags because they're being spread out around the athletes, not necessarily where the athletes from those nations are positioned in the arena, but they'll all be craning their necks to see their flags, their flag bearers. Uzbekistan had a remarkable game, 32 athletes, and they collected 31 medals in 5 sports through the efforts of just 28 athletes.
It's got a glimpse of the Japanese flag, very much looking forward to the flag handover. Yui Kamichi, bronze medal in wheelchair tennis, carrying the flag for Japan. 24 medals, oddly though, all silver and bronze for Japan.
Carrying the flag for Israel is Samuel Moran 34-year-old who was a bronze medalist in the women's single sculls. She won a gold medal at a regatta in Italy in 2012. And unfortunately, they didn't have the anthem handy. So she said, well, give me the microphone and I'll sing it. Everything is possible. Flag of Lesotho going through there. Wonderful. The landlocked African kingdom.
And Malaysia picking up some stunning gold medals in track and field. Long jump and throwing events.
With colour is the Maracana, and broad smiles all around from the escorts, from the athletes.
There's a real sense that the job has been done. It was a big challenge for Brazil and Rio to host both games. Question marks over whether they could do it. Hard work, the right attitude, wonderful volunteers, and it's been done, and it's been done well, and it's been done differently. Nations that's punched above its weight, if you like. Certainly New Zealand finishing in the top 15 with 9 gold medals. On a per capita basis, you could put a case for them being the top nation on medals won for the size of their population. With just 4.5 million people. And Liam Malone, gold in the 200 and 400, and silver in the 100 T43 class.
And he's been given the honour of carrying the flag. Cape Verde Islands here at the Paralympic Games, their first medal, as Liam Malone passing through there. What a proud moment indeed. Tavares Grecinho Barbosa won a bronze medal in the men's 400 T20 for the Cape Verde. Capo Verde. Mauricio Fernandes, the javelin thrower, is carrying their flag. May have caught a glimpse of Pietro's view, the 19-year-old gold and bronze medalist in fencing, carrying the Italian flag. They medaled in 8 different sports. Alex Zanardi, 2 gold medals and a silver in the cycling road events. They, in fact, did particularly well. They're 5 golds, 2 silver and 5 bronze in the cycling events, the Italians. Celebration for Marcel Hug of Switzerland, and given the honour of carrying the flag. Won the T54 marathon to add to his T54 800-metre titles this afternoon, having won a gold in a Paralympic Games. So he's got the honour of carrying the flag in for Switzerland. Wonderful.
The silver bullet, as he's known, and finally gets the gold instead of all the silver that he'd been accumulating. Most of the flags are in, and I'm sure one in particular will get an especially warm welcome. That of the host nation, of course.
Well, their athletes made their way in here quite a while before the ceremony started, and the stadium wasn't by any means full at that stage, but they got a rousing welcome picked out from a long way off by the spectators in here. They've been absolutely amazing throughout, the Brazilian athletes, and they've given their fans who've come out in their millions to support them plenty to celebrate.
The athletes' enjoyment of these games heightened by the great crowds that have come. And they've come again and again. At the end of the day's competition, you can see spectators lining up for their next lot of tickets at the office windows, box office windows. It's been a pleasure to see that, to be part of it.
You know who's coming up the tunnel now.
They've had a remarkable games, Brazil, in every way. They doubled their gold medal haul from London. They won the five-a-side football 4 games in a row now. Daniel Diaz, 4 gold, 9 all up in the pool. And Ricardinho from their football five-a-side team has the honour of carrying the Brazilian flag this evening.
Well, the football five-a-side was played on the #1 tennis court at the Olympic Park, and it was like a carnival whenever Brazil were playing there. Incredible atmosphere that reverberated around the entire park every time Brazil were on the field, and they delivered there as they delivered here in the Maracanã a couple of weeks before.
Karina Cox carried the flag in for Great Britain. Didn't get a chance to see that, but 2 gold, a silver and a bronze on the track and in cycling. So remarkable versatility of some of these athletes.
Ladies and gentlemen, the athletes of the Rio 2016 Paralympic Games. A round of applause for them. Senhoras e senhores, os atletas dos Jogos Paralímpicos do Rio 2016. Uma salva de palmas para eles.
Well, it's spine-tingling stuff here in the Maracanã, not just a round of applause, a standing ovation for the athletes. Biodiversity, an inspiration to humanity. This is the idea of this next presentation. The rich variety of life in the land and the sea can mirror our own rich diversity.
Segura porta estandarte, bem aqui. E aqui passa com raça eletrônico, maracatu atômico.
This is the Maracatu Atomico. The performers are Nassau Zumbi, and the images that accompany the performers, fauna and flora, on their shirts as well. Maracatu is a traditional rhythm in the northeast of the country.
Nasa Zumbi. Mixture of rock and electronic and the maracatu music. Diverse again.
É muito bom pra ficar pensando melhor. E eu piso jardins da razão. E na praia é que se vê a areia melhor pra deitar, ou dançar uma ciranda pra beber. Uma cerveja antes do almoço é muito bom pra ficar pensando melhor. Você pode pisar onde quer, que você se sente melhor. Garota na areia, onde uma chegou, a ciranda acabou de começar. E ela é praieira, segura bem forte a mão. E a praieira, vou lembrando a revolução, vou lembrando a revolução. Traz as fronteiras, os jardins da razão. Arrastando ele, segurando ele, arrastando ele, segurando ele. É praieira, é praieira, é praieira, é praieira. O caminho é que se vê, a praia é melhor pra ficar. Tem a hora certa pra beber. Uma cerveja antes do almoço é muito bom pra ficar pensando melhor.
Nasha Zumbi with 3 pieces. This is Vanessa da Mata, who blends pop, reggae and Brazilian popular music.
Contam que toda tristeza que tem na Bahia nasceu de uns olhos morenos molhados de mar.
jeito de andar em Casa Blanca, seu perfume nos jardins da Holanda, a Itália em sua afeição. Nunca mais vou estar sozinho, por onde ando reconheço o destino, por onde olho eu tenho esperanças, por onde inclino a minha direção, tenho você. Nunca mais vou estar sozinho, por onde ando reconheço o destino, por onde olho eu tenho esperanças, por onde inclino a minha direção. No Araguaia eu me banho, no Rio eu me refaço, na África eu me acho, todos são parte de mim, todos são você. Se você quiser
was Vanessa D'Amata. Coming up next will be Xiao, international singer and songwriter with a love of samba, soul and jazz. The theme is the beating heart of these games, the athletes themselves.
Demonstrando a minha fé, vou subir bem a pé pra fazer minha oração. Vou pedir a padroeira uma prece verdadeira que proteja meu baião. Demonstrando a minha fé, vou subir bem a pé pra fazer minha oração. Vou pedir a padroeira uma prece verdadeira que proteja meu baião. Eu vim aqui me ajoelhar. Trazer paz para o meu lar.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Wang Hyundai Achievement Award to honor the triumph of the human spirit.
Senhoras e senhores, o prêmio Wang Hyundai para honrar o triunfo do espírito humano.
Welcome to Rio 2016 Paralympic Games.
The proud Paralympians at Rio 2016 have redefined themselves as symbols of ability. They have dared to defy barriers and made the world focus on what they can do rather than what they can't. To honor the Paralympians who go beyond their limitations and have the vision to change the world through parasport, the International Paralympic Committee established the Wang Hyundai Achievement Award at the Seoul 1988 Paralympic Games. The award takes its name from Dr. Wang, who contracted polio at the age of 3 and has dedicated her life to developing Paralympic sports. The winners of this award embody the Paralympic values of determination and courage. The Rio 2016 Wang Hyundai Achievement Award goes to Tatiana McFadden and Ibrahim Al-Hussein.
We decided to do a campaign called Build the Seeds. This was a great way for a younger generation to be motivated, to be excited, and to see the Paralympics. And that's going to help the future of our sport as well.
بعد ما انتقلت من مرحلة إنه شخص كنت رياضي غير مصاب انتقلت من مرحلة مصاب. يعني هو أنا كانت إنه حلمي إني أوصل رسالة لكل شخص مصاب مثل إصابتي. إنه هيك إصابة لا تفكر فيها. تابع مسيرتك الرياضية وعيش حياتك ولا كان في شيء. كانت حلمي هيك.
To present the award to the winners, Andrew Parsons, Vice President of the International Paralympic Committee and President of the Brazilian Paralympic Committee, and Chang Hun-Yoon, Vice President of Samsung, Brazil. Para apresentar o prêmio aos vencedores, Andrew Parsons, Vice-Presidente do Comitê Paralímpico Internacional e Presidente do Comitê Paralímpico Brasileiro, e Chang Hun-Yoon, Vice-Presidente da Samsung Brasil.
Tatiana McFadden
and Ibrahim Al-Hussein, the independent Paralympic team athlete. He was born in Syria, one of 13 children, learned to swim in the Euphrates, lost his legs during the conflict, and now is in Greece, but competed as an independent Paralympic athlete here in the swimming.
Tatiana McFadden, a triple gold medalist in London, a fierce defender of the rights of people with an impairment, and here in Rio, 4 gold and 2 silver. Silver today in the marathon, adopted by her American family from an orphanage in St. Petersburg in Russia 20 years ago. Her sister Hannah has also been competing here in Rio.
Tatiana McFadden.
The original winners back in 1988, Anne Trotman and Canadian Per Morton.
Welcome the newly elected members of the International Paralympic Committee and its Athletes Council. Senhoras e senhores, por favor deem as boas-vindas aos recém-eleitos membros do Comitê Paralímpico Internacional e sua comissão de atletas.
These athletes elected to the Paralympic Committee's Athletes Council by their peers.
United States of America. Ciclismo, Estados Unidos da América. Monica Basho.
Monica Basho is a new member, double silver medalist on the road and time trial events in the T1 and T3 classification, a 5-time Paris cycling world champion.
Atletismo, Austrália, Kurt Fernley.
Kurt's from Newcastle, north of Sydney, appearing at his 5th Games, an absolute champion in distance events and co-captain of the Australian team.
Natação, Canadá, Chelsea Gotel.
30-year-old Chelsea Gotel from Nova Scotia, 3-time Paralympian and 12-time medalist since making her debut in 2000.
Sitting volleyball, Netherlands. Voleibol sentado, Países Baixos. Elvira Stinnesen.
Elvira, attending her 3rd Games, a world champion in sitting volleyball and has been vice chair of the Athletes Council.
Ciclismo, Grã-Bretanha. Dame Sarah Story.
The 7-time Paralympian Dame Sarah Story is another new member. The most successful female British Paralympian, won her 12th, 13th and 14th gold medals here in Rio.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the representatives of the volunteers of the Rio 2016 Games.
Senhoras e senhores, por favor, deem as boas-vindas aos representantes dos voluntários dos Jogos Rio 2016.
On behalf of all the athletes, flowers are now being presented to the Rio 2016 Games volunteer representatives to thank them for their unique contribution to the Games.
Em nome de todos os atletas, flores estão sendo entregues aos representantes dos voluntários dos Jogos Rio 2016 em reconhecimento à sua contribuição sem igual aos Jogos. Valeu, rapaziada. Vocês são incríveis.
Thanks, guys. You're awesome.
These volunteers representing the 15,000 who actually made the Games happen.
Samuel Fernandez with a rendition of Bob Marley's One Love, the lyrics beautifully addressing equality, love, peace and union.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Paralympic anthem.
Senhoras e senhores, o hino paralímpico.
The IPC flag to be lowered by the firefighters of Copacabana. Made by Daniel Santiago, Pedro Martins and Mestrino.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Paralympic flag handover ceremony. Senhoras e senhores, a cerimônia de entrega da bandeira paralímpica. The mayor of the city of Rio de Janeiro, Eduardo Paes, hands the Paralympic flag to the president of the International Paralympic Committee, Sir Philip Craven, who then entrusts it to the governor of Tokyo, Miss Yuriko Koike, host city of the next Paralympic Games. O prefeito da cidade do Rio de Janeiro, Eduardo Paes, entrega a bandeira paralímpica ao presidente do Comitê Paralímpico Internacional, Sir Philip Craven, que por sua vez confia à governadora de Tóquio, Miss Yuriko Koike, cidade sede dos próximos Jogos Paralímpicos.
Ladies and gentlemen, the national anthem of Japan.
皆様、日本国国歌です。
Senhoras e senhores, o hino nacional do Japão.
Perhaps I can do what other people cannot do because I'm wearing a prosthetic. Gimiko. My short leg allowed me to create a one and only performance in the world, Koichi Omaya. I wish to share the image of Tokyo that I see with all my senses, even if I cannot see. Akira Hiyama.
Aki wa yuu触れたら伝わって冬は努めて足音で君と知り春は明けて鮮やかに命づく夏は夜東京は真夏の夜
it's time to thank those who made the games happen. Let's celebrate the Rio 2016 team. Nice job.
Chegou a hora de agradecer aqueles que fizeram os jogos acontecerem. Vamos festejar o time Rio 2016. Mandaram bem.
Truly spectacular job by the Rio 2016 team.
Bem-vindo à Paralimpíada Rio 2016.
Eu vou sentir muita falta disso.
Tem saudade? Eu tô chorando.
É uma saudade gostosa, você se acha grande aqui dentro.
Vai ficar um vazio, né? Dos amigos que a gente fez.
E eu já tô aqui com o coração apertado. Cara, que legal, né? Ser brasileiro. Poxa, tá até emocionante.
Brasil somos nós.
Só vivendo pra entender.
Daqui pra frente eu sou um voluntário pra eternidade.
É sonho realizado até assim pros meus últimos dias de vida.
Muito obrigado.
Vocês tornaram tudo isso possível.
Thank you so much.
Obrigado, Rio!
Thank you from the bottom of our hearts.
Obrigada, Rio 2016. Obrigada, pessoal.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the President of the Rio 2016 Olympic and Paralympic Games and of the Brazilian Olympic Committee, Carlos Arthur Newsman, and the President of the International Paralympic Committee, Sir Philip Craven.
Senhoras e senhores, por favor recebam o presidente dos Jogos Olímpicos e Paralímpicos Rio 2016 e do Comitê Olímpico do Brasil, Carlos Arthur Nusma. E o presidente do Comitê Paralímpico Internacional, Sir Philip Craven.
Antes de começar, eu quero mandar uma mensagem aos atletas do Irã e à família do ciclista do Irã, Bahman Goldbachneshat, que faleceu na prova de ciclismo ontem. Nossas orações estão com vocês. Sentimos muito a sua perda. Before starting, I would like to send a message to the athletes of Iran and to the family of the Iranian cyclist Bahman Goldbachneshat, who passed away yesterday in the cycling race. Our prayers are with you. We are extremely sorry for your loss. Boa noite, Brasil. Boa noite, Rio. Boa noite, cariocas do mundo inteiro. Missão cumprida. Realizamos Jogos Olímpicos e Paralímpicos espetaculares. Este Brasil que amamos tanto mostrou ao mundo do que é capaz. E toda essa celebração começou com um sonho: fazer do Rio uma cidade olímpica. Foram 20 anos na construção desse momento. Para muitos era impossível, para o Rio e para o Brasil, não. O que era impossível aconteceu. E hoje estamos aqui neste momento histórico, fechando um ciclo mágico. Rio, cidade olímpica e paralímpica. O povo brasileiro mostrou responsabilidade, coragem, garra e muita determinação. Brasileiros nunca desistem. Brazilians never give up. Mostramos também a nossa criatividade e talento. Contagiamos a todos com a paixão de vocês, a nossa torcida. A melhor torcida do planeta é carioca. É do Brasil. Recebemos o mundo com calor humano, respeito, alegria e solidariedade. Nos entregamos de corpo e alma. Acima de tudo, renovamos o nosso orgulho de ser brasileiros. Quero agradecer aos voluntários pelo show de charme, competência, dedicação e entusiasmo. De coração, eu agradeço. Muito obrigado a todos vocês. Parabéns, atletas olímpicos e paralímpicos. Vocês conquistaram a admiração e o respeito de toda a humanidade. Vocês nos inspiram com sua excelência, disciplina e capacidade de superação. Vocês são super-heróis. Quando vejo vocês, minha alma canta. Rio, cidade olímpica e paralímpica. Os Jogos Rio 2016 aproximaram mundos, venceram preconceitos. Terminamos essa jornada melhores como cidadãos, como povo, como nação. Podemos ter muito orgulho. Realizamos Jogos Olímpicos e Paralímpicos, que ficarão para sempre na história do esporte mundial. Construiremos o nosso futuro, inspirados pelos atletas e pela generosidade de todos vocês. Parabéns, Rio. Parabéns, Brasil. Good luck, Tóquio 2020. Boa sorte, Tóquio 2020. Muito obrigado a vocês.
Carlos Nuzman saying Rio met the challenge many thought impossible. He's proud of his country and his people. The Games a triumph over prejudice. Ending the journey as better citizens and as a better nation.
Tonight is a celebration of the last 12 days of sport. But it's also a very somber occasion following yesterday's extremely tragic events. The passing of Iranian cyclist Bakhman Gulmanezad has affected us all and left the whole Paralympic movement united in grief. Tonight, I would like you to join me in paying our condolences to his family, friends, his teammates, and the people of the Islamic Republic of Iran by observing a moment of silence in his memory. Obrigado. Marvelous Cariocas, you warmly embraced these games and took the athletes to your hearts. You made the Paralympics your games, the people's games, and we will forever cherish our time spent with you. Your vocal support has been even more beautiful than your stunning city. Each day you created a family carnival of sport. You were rewarded with incredible athletic performances that were out of the ordinary. In a city world famous for its landmarks, the most prized souvenir I take away is the memory of you. Cariocas fantásticos! The noise you created, the passion you shared, the warmth you provided inspired Paralympians to achieve what some thought impossible. In a Games of many golds, I have one last medal to present. The IPC governing board has decided unanimously that tomorrow I will award the people of Rio and Brazil the Paralympic Order, the highest honor a person or group of people may receive for your outstanding support of the Rio 2016 Paralympic Games. Welcome as members to the Paralympic movement. Muito obrigado, Cariocas. Paralympians, your exceptional performances focused the world on your sensational abilities. People were in awe at what you could do and forgot about what they believed you could not. You showed the world that with a positive attitude, the human body and above all the human heart and mind know no limits and absolutely anything is possible. You defied expectations, rewrote the record books and turned ill-found pity into pride. You are now heroes and role models for a new generation of sports fans all over the world. Independent Paralympic athletes, you overcame, and they're sat over here, more challenges than most. But I hope from now on you will always call the Paralympic family your home. Thanks to the superb work of Olympic broadcasting services, the world's media, and millions on social media, the performances of Paralympians reached record numbers around the world. Billions now know who you are, what you stand for, what you believe in, and what you can achieve. You should all be proud Paralympians. Thank you to every member of the Rio 2016 Organising Committee for staging these excellent games, Carlos. Thank you to the IPC staff team. Thank you to every partner, every Games official, and especially every volunteer. Your yellow t-shirts shone as brightly as your smiles. You are the unsung heroes of the Games. You are the best of Brazil. By tradition, it is now time for me to officially close these marvelous Paralympic Games. But firstly, I want to take you back to the Beijing 2008 closing ceremony, where we celebrated the falling leaves of autumn with the theme, A Letter to the Future. The letter wended its way from Beijing via the amazing London 2012 Games to land in Rio de Janeiro at Latin America's first Paralympics. That letter signalled a very bright future for parasport, and with spring approaching here in Brazil and my favourite tree, the jacaranda, about to show its stunning blue flowers in Bahia, these Games importantly signal a very bright future for this youthful and wonderful nation. I, through the passage of that letter to the future, now call upon athletes to assemble in Tokyo in August 2020, where the Paralympic spirit will be reignited and Paralympians will once again inspire and excite the world through parasport. These Games have been uniquely Brazilian and wondrous. I want to thank Rio de Janeiro, Cidade Paralímpica, Cidade Maravilhosa. Coração do meu Brasil.
The heart of my Brazil.
Wonderful from Sir Philip Craven and Carlos Nuzman. Be Brazil.
Galera, é o seguinte, agora vamos fazer o Maracanã balançar. Ahá, uhul, maraca é nosso.
Guys, it's the following. Now let's make Maracanã rock. Aha, yoo-hoo, Maraca is ours.
There's a belief in Brazil that no event can really end until you have celebrated properly and fully. So here we go.
It's party time, it's raining, well that's That's not a bad sign either. We'll get underway with Solo Fernandes.
Sofrimento, movimentador, entre mares e montanhas com você eu vou. Eu quero te namorar, amor. Eu quero te namorar, amor. Teu lábio é tão doce, doce feito mel. Eu gosto tua beleza, feito a cor do céu. Quero me aquecer, sentir o seu calor. Rola, rola na cama, te chamar de amor. Fazendo poesias pra te conquistar. Deixá-la simplesmente coberta de flor. Quero me aquecer, sentir o seu calor. Amor é só me chamar que eu vou. Amor é só me chamar que eu vou. Estou sentindo a falta de você. Sonhando com seus beijos, quero amanhecer. Tu levas as palavras soltas pelo ar. Eu quero te namorar, amor. Eu quero te namorar, amor. Eu quero te namorar, amor. Eu te mandei, 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 eu te mandei. Eu quero te namorar, amor. Eu quero te namorar, amor. Tic-tic-tac do meu coração, renascerá. Tic-tic-tac do meu coração, renascerá. Timbalada é a semente de um novo dia. Modeste sofrimento, novo lutador. Entre mares e montanhas com você eu vou. Eu quero te namorar, amor. Eu quero te namorar, amor. Eu quero te namorar, amor. Eu te mandei, 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 eu te mandei. Eu quero te namorar, amor. Eu quero te namorar, amor. Eu quero te namorar, amor. Eu quero te namorar,
Solo interpreting Beija-Flor, a song written by Nubem Branca.
ainda me lembro do seu caminhar, seu jeito de olhar, eu me lembro bem. Fico querendo sentir o seu cheiro, é daquele jeito que ela tem. O tempo todo eu fico feito tonto, sempre procurando, mas ela não vem. E esse aperto no fundo do peito, desses que o sujeito mal pode aguentar. Esse aperto aumenta meu desejo, e eu não vejo a hora de poder ir falar. Por isso eu vou na casa dela, falar do meu amor pra ela, vai. Tá me esperando na janela, não sei se vou me segurar. Por isso eu vou na casa dela, falar do meu amor pra ela, vai. Tá me esperando na janela, não sei se vou me segurar. seu jeito de olhar, eu me lembro bem. Fico querendo sentir o seu cheiro, é daquele jeito que ela tem. O tempo todo eu fico feito tonto, sempre procurando, mas ela não vem. E esse aperto no fundo do peito, esse sujeito não pode aguentar. Esse aperto aumenta meu desejo, eu não vejo a hora de poder lhe falar. Por isso eu vou na casa dela, falar do meu amor pra ela, vai. Tá me esperando na janela, não sei se vou me segurar. Por isso eu vou na casa dela, falar do meu amor pra ela, vai. Tá me esperando na janela, não sei se vou me segurar. Esperando na janela, não sei se vou me segurar. Por isso eu vou na casa dela, falar do meu amor pra ela, vai. Tá me esperando na janela, não sei se vou me segurar. Por isso eu vou na casa dela, falar do meu amor pra ela, vai. Tá me esperando na janela, não sei se vou me segurar. Eu vou na casa dela, falar do meu amor pra ela, vai. Tá me esperando na janela, não sei se vou me segurar.
Esperando na janela, waiting in the window.
Juazeiro não já lembra quando nosso amor nasceu. Toda tarde a tua sombra conversava ela e eu. Ai, Juazeiro, como dói a minha dor. Diz, Juazeiro, onde anda o meu amor? Juazeiro, seja franco, ela tem um novo amor. Se não tem por que tu choras, solidário a minha dor. Ai, Juazeiro, não me deixa assim doer. Ai, Juazeiro, tô cansado de sofrer. Juazeiro, meu destino, tá ligado, João? No teu tronco tem dois nomes, ela mesmo me escreveu. Ai, Juazeiro, eu não aguento mais doer. Ai, Juazeiro, eu prefiro até morrer. Ai, Juazeiro, eu não aguento mais doer.
Jalzeiro from Saulo Fernandes, who hails from the northeast of Brazil, and that traditional style is what we heard from Saulo. Now Gabi Amarantos returns.
Na manhã quebrando eu vou de ladinho, até o chão bem, vem, vem aqui dançar também. Na manhã quebrando eu vou de ladinho, até o chão bem, vem, vem aqui dançar também. Arriscando no passinho, vem, quebrando de ladinho, vem, mandando quadradinho. O som não pode parar. Arriscando no passinho, vem.
She certainly is a force of nature, Gabi Amarantos. And that's the name of her next song. As Forças da Natureza.
Vou te confessar, na hora que me olhou também olhei. Por mais de 2 horas que eu também fiquei te admirando. O som tava ali, o groove tava alto pra gente curtir. As meninas cochicharam que eu percebi que tava me querendo. Só questão de tempo, só questão de chance. Pra isso acontecer, irá logo com romance. Seu beijo me conquistou, penso nele a cada instante. Sorriso contagioso, alegria viciante. Parece coisa de novela. Um olha pro outro quando vejo a ela. Sentado na minha cama, o pensamento vai nela. Que coisa estranha, eu na pampa. Você passava na minha rua, eu nem te dava bola. Toda simplesinha criança indo pra escola. Cabelo arrumado, sapato fechado. Mas eu sempre soube que você tinha um rebolado. Eu te dava de conversar. Na hora que não olhou também olhei. Por mais de 2 horas que eu também fiquei te admirando. O sol tava ali, o povo tava alto pra gente curtir. As meninas cochicharam que eu percebi que estava me querendo. E sai pra night, toda elegante pra curtir um baile charme. A mina 100% zero de sucessade quando passa sorridente. É a mais linda da cidade. Olhou pra mim que eu vi, falou baixinho pra eu escutar. E fez suspense pra eu imaginar a gente se pegando. Gostoso aqui tá bom. Essa tá boa, curte a sensação que vem da alma, vem do coração. Visão de mal. Vem cá, menina, entra na minha vibe, a casa é tua. Tira sua roupa, fica nua. Que eu te levo pro céu. Eu sou educado, em algumas horas eu fico safado. Suas amigas comentaram, eu esculacho. Pode vir me amar, meu bem. Eu também garanto que de quieta você não tem nada. Eu adoro seu estilo abusada. É cheia de encantos. Pretinha, vou te confessar. Na hora que me olhou também olhei. Por mais de 2 horas que eu também fiquei te admirando. O som tava ali, o groove tava alto pra gente curtir. As meninas cochicharam que eu percebi que tava me querendo. Pretinha, vou te confessar. Na hora que me olhou também olhei. Por mais de 2 horas que eu também fiquei te admirando. O som tava ali, o groove tava alto pra gente curtir. As meninas cochicharam que eu percebi que estava me querendo. Eu só quero é ser feliz, andar tranquilamente na favela onde eu nasci, e poder me orgulhar e ter a consciência que o pobre tem seu lugar. Ser de conceito e de igualdade, de diferente e a de amizade, de disposição, de especialidade. Oba!
Nego de Borel and the Dream Team do Pacino. Carioca Funk.
Verdadeiro e o teu era pirata. O meu amor era ouro, eu não passava um pedaço de lata. Meu amor era rio e o teu não formava uma fina cascata. Meu amor era de raça e o teu simplesmente um vira-lata. Is my love.
Well, the athletes and those in the stand thoroughly enjoying a party here in the Maracanã.
Quando o sol se derramar em toda a sua essência, desafiando o poder da ciência para combater o mal. E o mar Chata sem nenhuma graça. Você veio e eu que pensava que não ia me apaixonar nunca mais na vida. Eu podia ficar feia, só perdida, mas com você eu fico muito mais bonita, mais esperta, e podia estar agora dando tudo errado pra mim. Por aí, mas com você eu fico muito mais feliz, mais esperta, e podia estar agora sem você, mas eu não quero, não quero, não quero, não, pois o não vai embora, pois o não me deixe nunca, nunca mais, pois o não vai.
Camille Verontos with Don't Go Away. Nova Vau Embora. From Hull in England, this is Callum Scott.
Finally, in the beautiful sea, I choose to be happy. You and I, we're like diamonds in the sky. I knew that we'd become one right away. Oh, right away. At first sight, I felt the energy of sun rays. I saw the light so shine bright tonight, so alive. We're beautiful like diamonds in the sky. Eye to eye, so alive. We're beautiful like diamonds in the sky. Shine bright like a diamond. Shine bright like a diamond. Shine bright like a diamond, beautiful like diamonds in the sky. Somebody said, look up and look, friend. But does she love you better than I can? There's a big black sky over my town. I know where you're at, I bet she wrong. Yeah, I know it's stupid, but I just gotta see it for myself. I'm in the corner, watching you kiss her. And I'm right over here, but why can't you see me? And I'm giving it my all, but I'm not the guy you're taking home. Ooh, and I keep dancing on my own. So far away, but still so near. The lights come on, the music dies, but you don't see me standing here.
Callum Scott with the diamonds. And now the symbolic end to the Paralympic Games will happen during Yvette Sangalo's beautiful rendition of a Paz. One of Earth's elements, the fire, will be doused by the wind. Created by hundreds of pinwheels. Yvette Sangalo.
I
homage, the peace, the ceremony about peace, love and inclusion. The flame may be gone, but the light in Brazil will live on from these games.
Nossa história é aqui e agora. Vamos transformar cada segundo no melhor de nós para todo mundo. Vamos lá, nossa mensagem, soltar nossa voz, força e coragem. Vamos transformar cada segundo no melhor de nós para todo mundo. Cada sonho uma esperança, que me calou e a alegria se desenrola cada dia. Cada sonho tem seu preço, cada fim tem recomeço, cada tem seu valor. Vai na boa, vai que dá, vai na boa, vai que dá. Vai com doce com vontade, inspirando emoções. Vai na boa, vai que dá, vai na boa, vai que dá. Pelo sonho da igualdade em todos os corações. Em todos os corações. Vai na boa, vai que dá, vai na boa, vai que dá. Where we turn this inspiration together, rising above. We can do it, here we go. We can do it, here we go. Pelo sonho da igualdade em todos os corações. Em todos os corações.
Callum Scott and Yvette Sangalo. And there's more to come from the Brazilian superstar.
O sol vai brilhar inteiro pra nós. Eu quero o farol dos teus olhos iluminando a minha vida. Claro que o azul vai adormecer o dia, vai vir a noite aproveite e liberte suas fantasias. Eu posso ser o seu vampiro, eu posso ser o seu anjo bom. Relaxe bem, mate sua sede, curta o meu som. Claro que o azul vai adormecer o dia, vai Vai vir a noite, aproveite e liberte suas fantasias. Eu posso ser o seu vampiro, eu posso ser o seu anjo bom. Não relaxe, baby, mas sua sede muda o meu som. Quando você tá perto, tem que voar. O clima rola numa boa. Quero ficar contigo até o dia clarear, porque o sol vai brilhar inteiro pra nós. Eu quero o farol dos teus olhos iluminando a minha vida. O sol vai brilhar inteiro pra nós. Eu quero o farol dos teus olhos iluminando a minha vida. Azul, o dia, a noite, todo mundo brilha fantasia. Eu posso ser o seu vampiro, eu posso ser o seu anjo bom. Não relaxe, baby, mas sua sede. Quando você tá perto, tem que voar. O clima rola numa boa. Quero ficar contigo até o dia clarear, porque o sol vai brilhar inteiro pra nós. Eu quero o farol dos teus olhos iluminando a minha vida. O sol vai brilhar inteiro pra nós. Eu quero o farol dos teus olhos iluminando a minha vida. O sol vai brilhar inteiro pra nós. Eu quero o farol dos teus olhos iluminando a minha vida. O sol vai brilhar inteiro pra nós. Eu quero o farol dos teus olhos iluminando a minha vida.
Que prazer! Boa noite! Uma honra enorme estar cantando aqui pra vocês hoje, nessa festa linda dos nossos atletas!
Poeira, 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 levantou poeira.
A big hit for Versagalo Soto Grande, otherwise known as Guerra. Good fortune. A quite spectacular show. Did we expect anything else from Rio at the end of a Paralympics that has been a true triumph of the human spirit? A fitting, spectacular display and a wonderful Rio party, bringing the end to the celebrations of the 2016 Rio Paralympic Games.
Senhores, esperamos que tenham aproveitado os Jogos do Rio 2016.
Ladies and gentlemen, we hope you enjoyed the Rio 2016 Games.
A cerimônia de encerramento termina aqui.
The closing ceremony ends here.
Mas, como dizem os brasileiros, isso não é um tchau. É até logo. A gente se vê em Tóquio.
But as the Brazilians say, it's not a goodbye. It's see you soon. See you in Tokyo.
A celebration that'll leave all who are here with a sense that there are no obstacles in life, just possibilities.
Tempo de Alegria was the last song, a time of happiness, and it has been throughout the Games. Brazil has run with the Paralympic ideal that if we celebrate and embrace differences, those differences can be what unites us. The Tokyo Handover was so beautifully presented here this evening. The invitation to the Games in Japan in 4 years' time is irresistible, really. Japan's long history and strong tradition suggest the experience in Tokyo is going to be very different. It will be different, and we hope you'll join us again to celebrate that difference. Obrigado, Brazil.